What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deas. Deas, of course, is the head trainer of Deontay Wilder, and he is outraged, okay, because he wants to know some answers concerning this test with Dillian Whyte. He says that I think it's horrible that someone can test positive and the opponent is not informed. Deas exclusively told World Boxing News. I would love to hear the explanation for that. And what of the B sample? That's just as bad. Also, Whyte used gloves not present at the glove selection or allowed to be inspected by the Rivas team, even after multiple repeated requests. How is that not the biggest headline? Why hasn't that been explained? If a guy can essentially bring gloves from home the day of the fight, why is there a glove selection at all? This is horrible all the way around, and that one night set British boxing back quite a bit in the eyes of the world. Those are the words of Deas. You know, the questions, of course, about the outcome. He said, of course, I don't know where the case is now. They have to investigate the entire situation, ask the tough questions. Has he tested positive before? Does he have a track record of cheating? When did he and his team know he tested positive? Who knew? The BBB of C, promoter, manager, trainer, fighter, WBC, TV, network. Why wasn't Team Rivas informed? What does the BBBC and the WBC rules state where the rules followed? So Deas wants to know all these particular things. And to add to that, my counterpunch is, I think we all want to know. I think Deas ain't by himself. You know, it's just interesting coming from him now because I guess he's tired of waiting to see what's going on with Dillian Whyte. Yes, he was cleared to fight. No, he wasn't suspended. He was suspended temporarily by the WBC. Okay. Well, UCAD or the BBB of C, these guys supposedly found some type of positive test. Now, the VADA did not. So the question is, this whole thing got leaked out due to a reporter of some sort. Okay. And when it got leaked out, it heard, and of course it fled like wildfire that he tested positive, by UCAD, not VADA. He didn't test positive for VADA, but he was tested positive before on a VADA test. Okay, so what his question was: has he tested positive before? He's tested positive before for VADA, but he didn't fail a VADA test this particular time. That's what makes it so weird. So how you can fail one test and pass another test is beyond belief. That's what's so strange about this particular situation. Then, of course, we had the corruption of the UCAD, the same people that found out he was dirty and they were trying to extort money out of like Eric Molina. And he was caught in a situation where they were trying to dictate what he does over here in the States back in the UK. You know what I mean? Saying that, hey, we need more money or else, right? It was an extortion case. So then you're looking at it like, okay, well, what's really going on with UCAD? All right, so all that kind of gets dug back up, you know what I mean, and resurrected, but Deas does have a good point. Like, what the hell is really going on? Because, of course, Dillian Whyte was the #1 mandatory, and he was he was in an eliminator with Oscar Rivas to fight. Now, the shitty part about it, Oscar Rivas did not know. Nobody over there knew. He didn't know what was going on, what the deal was. He took a first L, but another thing is these gloves, right? So these gloves, and it was weird that the gloves mysteriously disappeared from Team Whyte. That was some shady shit. It was really shady because then you're looking at it like, okay, what gloves did he use? And if they did request, if Team Rivas requested to see these gloves, they should have let him see. You know, that's the first time I'm ever hearing that they requested to see the gloves and they didn't let them see them. If that's true, that's bullshit too, because you're thinking, okay, well, we all know about Jose Resto, this guy in the 80s, okay, that he fought a guy with, I think it was Panama Jack. He was the trainer, and he had gloves. A lot of the cushion was taken out, so he was hitting this guy a lot with his solid fist. So he was damn near fighting a bare knuckle fighter, and the other guy had regular gloves on. That's one case. Of course, the most recent case that made a big stink in the sport of boxing was Antonio Margarito, okay, with the plaster on his hands, okay, that makes his blows more thudding, more powerful, and it ripped Miguel Cotto's face damn near in two. This is real talk. This is serious. You know, was Oscar Rivas look badly hurt or whatnot? No, but that's not the point. The point is, if Dillian Whyte and his team did not allow Oscar Rivas to at least look at the gloves, that's standard. That's standard. You know what I mean? So I don't see, I'm pretty sure they were there for the wrapping, you know, because it's standard. I never heard of that, you know, because that would have been a headline like JD said. But this is the first time I heard about it. And I want to talk about this because if that was the case, they wanted to see the gloves. Before and after those gloves, they need to see those gloves. You know, and in these gloves, if they weren't regulated, he shouldn't have been able to use them. That's plain and simple. You know, that's an easy way to counterpunch that because, you know, these gloves, first of all, the gloves that were already selected by Team Whyte, they should have been found. And if they weren't found, that means they have to find them. You know what I'm saying? So that 02 event had to be postponed until they found those damn gloves. You know what I'm saying? And the question is, what happened with the gloves? You know, and I heard something about the gloves that were missing. That's all I heard about it. Did not hear about the request from Team Rivas because it's not fair to that team. It's not fair worth a damn. If you have someone that, hey, we need to see your gloves, and you don't want to show them the gloves, okay, you need to get someone from that regulates the fight, some official, to, hey, these guys need to show us these gloves that he's using, you know, and not calling Dillian Whyte a cheater, you know, but those type of things, you don't want to come up and you don't want to have any excuse. See, that's a leverage. That's a way to accuse someone, and you're making it easier for them if you're not giving the information they need to know to clear you. But he is right. It's been a long time. That shit has happened, since July, August, September, and that's October. Where the hell is this B sample? What's going on? You know what I mean? And the lawyers are all hush-hush about it with UCAD and the BBB of C, you know? And of course, we've already counterpunched that once they found out about it, they should have let Team Rivas know. In fact, they should have let Team Rivas know about everything. But then, here's the deal. We all know if UCAD approved them to fight, right? And then they were waiting for the VADA to come back, and the VADA came back. Okay, then you could justify not saying anything about anything because I'm cleared to fight. Even if UCAD found something, why was UCAD hush-hush on their findings? And it seems like to me, UCAD should have been the ones, right, that should have spilt the news or informed Team Rivas, like, look, we have a situation here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know JD's has vested interest in his fighter, Deontay Wilder. And of course, you know, you want to enter the sport clear and fair as possible. You know, and see, the problem is with this, until Dillian Whyte gets cleared, this will always come up again and again. So as long as they drag ass, we're going to run into this problem with this particular test, okay, with this issue. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about JD's statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.